Have you ever wondered how the Renaissance era, a period of great cultural and intellectual awakening, began and what ignited this transformation? Let's step back in time to a period when Europe was emerging from the Middle Ages, and a thirst for knowledge was kindling the flames of change. This was the birth of the Renaissance, a time of rediscovering antiquity. The era was marked by a renewed interest in classical art, literature, and philosophy, with individuals delving into the wisdom of the Greeks and Romans, seeking to understand the world through their eyes. This revival gave birth to Humanism, a philosophical and educational movement that placed humans, not divinity, at the center of the universe. It championed the potential of the individual, the beauty of the physical world, and the power of rational thought. Thus, the seeds of the Renaissance were sown, setting the stage for a period of unparalleled creativity and intellectual exploration. But what fueled this explosion of artistic and intellectual endeavor? Look no further than the Medici family. This powerful clan, originally from the Tuscan region of Italy, played a pivotal role in the Renaissance, acting as patrons of the arts and sciences. Their influence was felt not just in their native Florence, but across the whole of Europe. The Medicis were more than just financiers. They were visionaries who saw the immense potential in artists, scholars, and architects of the time. They provided support and encouragement to a host of luminaries, including Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Brunelleschi. These creative minds, under the patronage of the Medici, pushed the boundaries of their respective fields, challenging conventions and igniting a cultural revolution. From the breathtaking frescoes of the Sistine Chapel to the architectural marvel of the Florence Cathedral, the Medici family's influence is indelibly etched into the fabric of the Renaissance. The Medici's patronage created a fertile ground for the flowering of the arts and sciences, making Florence the heart of the Renaissance. So what was the driving philosophical force behind this rebirth? The answer lies in humanism, a movement that put humans at the center of the universe rather than divine or supernatural entities. This shift in perspective fostered a newfound respect for the capabilities and potential of the individual, a stark contrast to the Middle Ages' focus on the collective and the divine. Humanism highlighted the importance of reason, critical thinking, and evidence over dogma. It celebrated the human mind's ability to question, learn, and innovate. The ripple effects of this movement were felt across education, literature, and the arts, with a renewed interest in studying classical texts from ancient Greece and Rome. In education, humanism encouraged the cultivation of a broad range of knowledge and skills, nurturing well-rounded individuals. Literature and the arts, too, underwent a transformation, with works echoing humanist values of individualism, curiosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. Through humanism, the Renaissance redefined the boundaries of knowledge, challenging old ideas and ushering in a new era of learning. Who embodies the Renaissance spirit better than Leonardo da Vinci, the quintessential Renaissance man? Born in the small town of Vinci, he would go on to become an influential figure in the world of art and science. Leonardo was a man of many talents. An artist, scientist, engineer, and inventor, he never ceased to explore and learn. His artistic genius is evident in masterpieces such as The Last Supper and Mona Lisa. Yet his notebooks reveal a mind equally engaged in scientific inquiry, filled with sketches of human anatomy, studies of light and shadow, and designs for futuristic inventions. Leonardo's insatiable curiosity drove him to cross the boundaries of disciplines, seeking to understand the world in its entirety. His life and work represent the Renaissance ideal of mastery, the belief that humans could strive to understand and control the world around them. Leonardo da Vinci, a man of endless curiosity and multiple talents, encapsulates the spirit of the Renaissance. How did the art of the Renaissance reflect this intellectual and cultural revolution? Let's delve into this. The Renaissance was a time of explosive creativity and innovation, and nowhere was this more evident than in the realm of art and architecture. Artists began to experiment with techniques that added depth and realism to their work. One such innovation was the development of linear perspective, a technique that allowed artists to create a sense of depth and three-dimensionality on a flat canvas. Imagine the depth in Raphael's School of Athens. Then came chiaroscuro, a method of using light and shadow to bring a sense of volume to two-dimensional artworks. Botticelli's Birth of Venus is a perfect example of this. Lastly, the era saw a rise in naturalism, a movement towards realistic representation in art. Titian's Venus of Urbino beautifully exemplifies this trend. The art of the Renaissance, with its fresh perspectives and innovative techniques, mirrored the era's transformative spirit. How did the ideas and learnings of the era reach the masses? Let's turn our gaze to the 15th century, where an innovation was about to change the world. Johannes Gutenberg, a German blacksmith, goldsmith, and inventor, introduced the printing press to Europe. This was not just a technological advancement, it was a cultural revolution. Picture this. Before the printing press, books were painstakingly transcribed by hand, making them a rare and expensive commodity. Only the wealthiest could afford them, and knowledge was largely confined to the elite. But Gutenberg's invention changed the game. Suddenly, books were more accessible and affordable. Ideas, literature, and scientific knowledge could now be disseminated on an unprecedented scale. The printing press facilitated the spread of humanism, the scientific revolution, and the very ideas that fueled the Renaissance. It was no less than a democratization of knowledge and culture. The printing press, a revolutionary invention, democratized knowledge and culture, spreading the ideas of the Renaissance far and wide. So, did this wave of change also affect the scientific world? Absolutely. The Renaissance period marked a seismic shift in scientific thought and discovery. This was a time when curiosity fueled exploration, and the boundaries of knowledge were expanded. Among the groundbreaking ideas, the heliocentric model of the universe proposed by Nicholas Copernicus challenged the age-old belief that Earth was the center of the universe. His audacious proposition laid the groundwork for modern astronomy. Simultaneously, Galileo Galilei, often hailed as the father of modern physics, formulated the laws of motion. His work paved the way for future scientific revelations and technological advancements. But the changes weren't just about the cosmos and laws of physics. Francis Bacon pioneered the empirical method of investigation, promoting observation and experimentation as a way to understand and explain the natural world around us. The Renaissance sparked a scientific revolution, challenging established authorities and forever changing our understanding of the natural world. The Renaissance wasn't just about art and science, was it? No, indeed. The period also saw significant religious transformation, a seismic shift we now call the Protestant Reformation. This was a time of intense theological debates, religious conflicts, and social upheavals, all of which deeply impacted religious beliefs, institutions, and practices in Europe. The Protestant Reformation challenged the authority of the Catholic Church, sparking debates about faith, grace, and the nature of salvation. These discussions didn't just stay within the confines of monasteries or universities. They spilled out into the streets, into homes, and into the hearts of everyday people, causing a ripple effect of religious conflicts and social changes. The Reformation gave rise to new denominations, such as Lutheranism and Calvinism, and forever altered the religious map of Europe. And these weren't just changes confined to the church. They had profound societal and political implications as well. The Reformation, another product of the Renaissance, reshaped the religious landscape of Europe, leading to profound social and political changes. And what about literature? How did the Renaissance influence the written word? Indeed, the Renaissance was a time of extraordinary literary accomplishment. From the lyrical sonnets of Petrarch to the divine verses of Dante, literature began to reflect the human experience with profound depth and complexity. Then, we have the master of drama himself, William Shakespeare, whose plays continue to capture the essence of human nature, our passions, follies, and triumphs. His works like Romeo and Juliet or Hamlet are timeless testaments to the human condition. And we must not forget Michel de Montaigne, the father of the modern essay, who examined the human experience through a kaleidoscope of topics, from friendship to education, cannibalism to solitude. His introspective conversational style would influence generations of writers to come. Renaissance literature, rich in its exploration of human experience and expression, added a new dimension to the cultural and intellectual ferment of the era. So, what is the enduring legacy of the Renaissance and how does it continue to shape our world today? From the heart of Florence to the entire Western civilization, the Renaissance has left an indelible mark on our collective psyche. It has fostered individualism, empowering us to value our unique perspectives and to question the status quo. It has championed human dignity, teaching us to acknowledge and respect the inherent worth of every individual. The secularism that emerged during the Renaissance continues to shape our societies, promoting freedom of thought and the separation of church and state. Moreover, the Renaissance's contributions to art, science, literature, and political thought are immeasurable. It gave us masterpieces from Da Vinci and Michelangelo, groundbreaking scientific theories from Galileo and Copernicus, and transformative political ideas that have shaped democracies across the globe. The Renaissance, a period of cultural revolution and intellectual awakening, has left an indelible mark on our world, shaping the way we think, create, and understand our humanity.